Hello there, and welcome to Gloria Victis Siege Survival. We're going to be playing this as part of the Digital Dragons Indie Showcase today. I also have another game lined up a little bit later on, so yeah, say hi in the chat if you want to. This is completely live, this is not pre-recorded or anything, so anyway. This is obviously from the same developers that brought you Gloria Victis, which, of course, is a very good game. And for those of you that have played that, you're gonna see a lot of similarities. However, it is a very different beast indeed. So, yeah, well, without further ado, let's click on New Story and begin our adventure. Alright, so welcome everyone. Hello everyone in the chat. Thank you very much for joining me in this wonderful game. I've actually been playing quite a bit of it, even though this is just the prologue, by the way. This is just the prologue. It is still exactly what you want from this kind of game, and it is very cool because it does have that I'm just a random person in the world and I'm trying to survive as much as I possibly can and trying to do things, you know, things to survive, things to help out the soldiers. And hello everyone. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so we were just starting harvest when the Izmirs struck out of nowhere, catching us off guard. Horns of war sounded throughout Idring, and the smoke-filled city streets ran red with the blood of its citizens. The savage warriors from Kargold had invaded our home. The town guard fought bravely, but the Izmirs were too many. Before long, the raiders were in the main square, and the city center stood in flames. All we could do is send a messenger out to summon aid, while the outnumbered guards focused on protecting. So this is obviously to illustrate the decision-making of the game. So whenever you make a decision in the game, you actually do get a different positioning within the city. You also get different companions that may indeed help you out, or indeed accompany you in your adventure to try and survive the siege. And yeah, this is, I think this is actually one of the first live streams that I've done. I have done a number in the past, but this is the first one on YouTube, actually. So anyway, let's do this. What should we do? Send out a messenger to summon aid, or focus on protecting the workers salvaging supplies? I think we're gonna focus on protecting the workers salvaging supplies because we might get some extra stuff. Yes, as you can see right there. Knowing the fate of the castle depends on food stocks, the guards gave their lives to help salvage as much as possible. Would the extra supplies help us survive the siege? It was up to the rest of us to ensure this sacrifice would not be squandered. What game is this? This is Gloria Victis Siege Survival. You can check out the link in the description. That will actually show you right to the Steam store page. And indeed, this is part of the Digital Dragons Indie Showcase, and there are also other links down below as well if you'd like to explore some of the other titles that are being showcased here. They've been selected by a panel of judges and everything, so it's a pretty big deal. And yeah, otherwise, let's move on. The bloodshed continued unabated. Street by street, square after square, the Izmirs overran the city, murdering anyone who didn't escape in time. Then they prepared their war engines, smashing the gate connecting the town and the castle. We thought things couldn't get any worse when we glimpsed a monstrous figure, or the barracks were destroyed. I actually have no idea what to go for here. I kind of initially thought, hey, you know what? Protecting those workers, that's probably going to make a pretty big difference. But, well, as it stands right now, I think we're probably going to glimpse a monstrous figure. How about that? The Kargalders were led by their infamous nameless champion. Nothing I'd seen in my whole life was more terrifying than this beast-like figure. We'd all heard tales of the huge northerners, but nothing prepared us for the sight of this monstrous man walking up the streets of our city. In our hearts, we abandoned hope. And yes, this is live. Hello, yeah, this is completely live. I can interact with you. Yes, this is a new thing. At least I've done it a little bit in the past, but yeah, this is definitely a new thing on YouTube for me. And otherwise, let's move on. We took shelter in the keep and took stock of the situation. Supplies were limited. Worse, the bastion gate was badly damaged, cutting us off from the defenders. No doubt the Izmirs would soon attack again. The castle, the only part of Idring still uncaptured, was now under siege, and it was up to us to support our soldiers as they fight to stave off the enemy until relief comes. So that is a big deal in this game. You need to try to support your soldiers as much as you possibly can. And as you can see, it's from a top-down perspective. So obviously, there is actually a little bit of a problem there. I experienced a crash. Oh, okay. Well, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm gonna. Oh dear. Never. You know, I've done test runs of this. And things actually went quite well before. But yeah, now, no. Okay, well, we can continue the story. That's perfectly fine. Great. It did not crash before, by the way. In every single time that I've done this, it did not crash before. Live, isn't it? It's just absolutely every time you do something and you're live, something is going to go wrong. Thankfully, I'm not working with animals or children, so I should be okay, at least for the moment. Okay, so we are at least back. There we go. So let us now talk to the man by the wall. And bear in mind, this is all almost in real time, too. Or it's not really in real time, so to speak, but the time is ticking as we move around our base here, and it's going to go from day to night. And at night time, you have the ability to scavenge around the city and try to gain as many resources as you possibly can, obviously trying to avoid the enemy guards that may be patrolling around. Anyway, you recognize the man before you. It's Bertram, a local carpenter. You're relieved to see he survived. It's clear, however, the events of the last day have scarred him in some terrible way. He just sits there, seemingly unaware of your presence, shivering and pressing his hand to his chest. As you check him for wounds, you notice something in his tightly clenched hand. It's a small, scorched doll. You suddenly realize this man has just lost his family. There is nothing you can do for this kind of pain. Still, perhaps a warm meal might snap him out of this state of shock. However, the kitchen was destroyed by Izmir trebuchets. You have to build a fireplace first. With all this debris around, you will surely have no difficulty finding firewood and other useful materials. Alright, let's do it. Okay, so we have a number of different places that we can, of course, loot, but at the moment, we've only got 2 because they're just trying to teach us the various systems. By the way, every single character that you're also going to be controlling in the game has a number of needs, and that's the thing. You're going to be controlling, at least where I've gotten to, you can control 2 at once. I think you're probably going to be able to control even more than that, and you're going to have to balance all of their needs in tandem with each other. So, for example, this guy, Flint, he obviously has the ability to get tired. to get hungry, to get thirsty, and so on. And I can't actually spend too much time talking either, by the way, because as you can see in the top right here, we're actually going to be suffering a little bit of time degradation, and we're going to need to be a bit careful about how much I babble on. So let me actually just move over to the storehouse and build a fireplace. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's build that, and you can place this anywhere you like, by the way, which is actually very cool. So there we go. We're going to be placing this. I actually have no idea where to place this, so I think we'll probably place it round about here. And thank you. Thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you very much for that. That is very much appreciated. Absolutely very much appreciated. Alright, so we're just going to build this. And yeah, as you can see, Flint is not exactly happy. He is very sad indeed. And hopefully he will be a little bit happier after this. Okay, so we're also going to be making a meal. So if we click on this, you can see here that we have a number of ingredients that we will be able to hopefully utilize well enough. Now, firewood is very good in the fireplace, as you can see. So let's see now. We could either use dried vegetables or we could use eggs. I really don't know whether it makes any difference right now, but we're just going to make 2 meals and we'll see what we get from that. This is Siege Survival Gloria Victis. This is the prologue. You can actually download it for free right now. It has about, as far as I'm aware, it has about an hour's content. However, you can replay it and have different branching storylines and various places that you can go and so on. Alright, so now we can go back to Bertram and we can speak to him. So Flint, run, sir, as fast as you can, because we're actually getting to nighttime pretty quickly here. Bertram is still exactly where you left him, shivering and pressing the tattered door to his chest. His eyes stare absently, pain frozen on his face. It's as though his mind just cannot escape what must have been his darkest moment, and we're going to feed him with our egg sandwich or whatever we made him. He barely notices your presence, but you manage to make him eat. Bite after bite, you can see life coming back into him. Finally, he puts down the empty bowl and falls asleep. It's safe to say, he hasn't once shut his eyes since yesterday. Let him rest. Bertram's recovery would be so much better if he had even a simple bed. By the way, we can actually build one of those later on, which you could build with materials lying in the streets. Yes, exactly. The gate connecting the city to the castle is damaged, but you recall there's a secret passage leading to the city market. You could use it and look for some supplies under the cover of night. But wait a minute. Who is that man standing by the gate leading to the bastion? Well, let's get to work, shall we? And hello to those of you that are just joining. Welcome, welcome. We are having to deal with a number of dramatic moments so far, and let's have a look at who this is. The soldier standing before you is covered in blood, his eyes dim with exhaustion, the tunic on his armor torn to shreds. Only once he speaks. You recognize Galvic, Bertram's nephew and Flint's childhood friend. He's happy to see the two of you alive. But even through the blood and mud mask, you see Galvic's face turn pale as he learns about Bertram's family. He's stunned, speechless by the loss of his aunt and nieces. Yet another blow, falling on a man already exhausted. But there is no time to grieve. Izmir's will attack soon, he says. We must resupply before it happens. Then he reveals that a group of soldiers are searching through the city as well, but they still haven't come back. That's why he needs your help. What do you need? We need arrows, he says. Quite a lot of them. Of course, it would take days to craft them from scratch, but how about the bowyer's workshop in the city? That's your chance. Hurry, says Galvic. All our lives depend on you. And he returns to the bastion. Alright, so the bastion is basically your main defense against the enemy army. I will hopefully be able to show you that after we have gone scavenging. So this is the main map area here, and I would assume that these other areas will become available to you once you have cleared the way of obstacles, and there are a number of obstacles that you need specific items to clear. So we are slightly thirsty, slightly tired, and sad. Hopefully the sadness is not going to affect us too much here, and we are going to be scavenging the city. So let's send our character out. Now, what I'm actually going to do is I will take this torch. As you can see, it's a source of light, but it can also be used to burn away rotting corpses. A little bit morbid. Yes, granted, a little bit morbid, but it is going to be very useful for us. So let's hope that I actually even be able to get over to that point. Okay, so here we go. This is a little bit different now. We are going to have the camera locked to our character, and we have a line of sight system in place as well. So also the time is ticking, so we're going to need to be relatively quick. Also, there's also sound too, so if you move too quickly or you search too fast, you have the increased chances of someone detecting you and coming along and basically being like, hey, stop criminal scum, and so on. So yes, but it's probably going to be a little bit bloodier than that, to be honest. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, here we go. This is exactly where I wanted to be. I don't really want to run, though. I don't really want to run, so we'll see if we can maybe do something about that. I'm going to try and burn the corpse. This is exactly why I brought the torch along, by the way, because then we can do this and get up to these various items here. I've actually never done this. I picked up a shovel beforehand and attempted to use that, but I've never gone up here before. Is this going to become a regular thing? I think maybe. If you like it, if you like the way that I do it, then yeah, sure. I'd definitely be up for that. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. You know, maybe I'm just, you know, too unprofessional. It might be that. Who knows? Anyway, let's actually go up here and see if we can maybe loot something. I'd like to get the shovel as well, so we can potentially clear away some more rubble. Look at this, valuables. During the siege, worth as much as a handful of stones. Oh dear. Well, that's not particularly good then, is it? Okay, so what about over here? I believe the shovel is actually nearby, but it might be... I'm not entirely sure whether it's randomly generated or not. So we're going to have to see. Wood is always good, by the way. Wood is basically probably one of the best resources that you can get early on, because a lot of structures that you can build require it. So hopefully we're going to be able to get more of that in the various places here. Also greens and herbs, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Now bear in mind that once this little ticker icon gets to this area here, that's when you're going to be in the danger zone, and you've got to be a little bit cautious about getting back to the castle, because you don't just automatically port back to your safe home. You actually do have to run back there, and that is going to be a bit tricky to deal with. Okay, so we are going to need to search for arrows and things like that. So I'm actually going to now run back towards the house, which is over here, as you can see. And hopefully we're going to be able to get some arrows, because we are going to need arrows to supply our soldiers. So let's have a look. Alright, you have found the bowyer's workshop. Needless to say, the Izmirs had been here. The building has been scorched and looted. Its owner hangs from a nearby tree, a dozen arrows sticking from his body. As you gaze on the destruction, a chilling wind reminds you why you're here, to find arrows for soldiers. Only one way to find out. Let's step inside. You prowl through the devastated workshop, looking for the precious arrows among piles of broken parts and burnt-out furniture. Time passes, but you can't find any. Just as you're about to give up, you spot a flash in the dark, under a broken roof beam. Could it be? Yes, arrows for the bastion defenders. You try to pull them out, but they seem stuck under the broken beam. You pull and pull until they're all yours. Okay, that's very good then. Suddenly the dislodged beam collapses on top of you with all its weight. Pain shoots through your whole body. It takes you ages to pull free. As you leave the workshop, you see something's changed. The bowyer's corpse has been taken down. An old woman leans over the body in the shade of the tree. She is sobbing, exhausted, and you guess she must be his mother. She had risked her life to cut her son down and bury him in a shallow grave. The woman struggles to move him, but she hurts herself with the axe under his belt. Alright, so we have, again, two options here. And these obviously do have some kind of gameplay impact. So I'm actually going to help her bury the corpse, I think, here. I mean, don't trust her, says someone. Really? Why not? Why wouldn't you? I don't know, but I'm going to help her bury the corpse. The woman is startled to see you approach, but you see relief in her eyes as she realizes you want to help. Once the corpse is buried, she gives you a small sack and silently walks away into the dark. Alright, so we're getting some valuables, which is actually not that helpful, unfortunately. But, maybe it will be useful sometime later on. Alright, so I have a little bit of time left over, and I do have some space in my inventory as well. So I should be able to gather a little bit more resources. You can leave at any time that you like. But I have, I think, one space for another unique item. I believe that later on down the line, you can actually increase your inventory space as well, which is obviously going to be extremely useful for carrying more and more resources. So there we go. That's it. I can take some hay, but I need to drop something. I don't know whether the valuables are going to be that useful, so I'm a little bit questioning myself whether I should take this or not. Staple of animal nutrition, so... maybe I'm gonna drop the valuables, I guess, and we'll just take the hay, and hopefully that's I don't know whether that's any good, but we'll try, and we'll see how that goes, because you can get animals, of course. You can get animals like chickens, and I would assume you can get more advanced animals later down the line as well. So anyway, we're gonna just pick these vegetables here. Hopefully I'll be able to take them. No, I actually thought I had some here, but they're actually just materials. Carcass piece. Pieces of larger animals that need to be processed on the butcher's table. That's actually going to be pretty useful, I think. So I think I'm just going to keep it. But anyway, I'm going to click the little button at the top here that says go back to the castle. And we'll obviously make our way back to our base. Alright, so the night was calm, but the enemy assault can come any day, and we must prepare for it. We should use this chance to help the soldiers at the bastion. Okay, so let's start a new day then, and we have a number of other things now available to us as well. For example, the pantry, and we have clean water here, we have dried vegetables. All of these things can be consumed as well. Will we be able to trade? Aha! Now that's a thing I don't know just yet. I would definitely say that there might be a possibility of that. The game seems very much involved with getting you contacted by a number of different NPCs and getting you invested in their stories and so on. But I would say that the main goal of it is to be a sort of survival experience where, indeed, you are not the hero of the story, so to speak. You are just some person that is just trying to do the best they can to support their faction or their nation or whatever it may be. Anyway, we're going to go into the bastion. So this is the bastion right here. As you can see, we have we're a bit outnumbered, actually. We're a bit outnumbered right now, but hopefully I'm going to be able to send these arrows to the bastion, and as you can see, there is another battle in one day. So this is, thankfully, these two bundles of arrows are going to provide us with another +4 strength for the upcoming battle. So because we are indeed the defenders in the siege, we should have a little bit of an advantage in that aspect. Anyway, I need to get a move on here, because we are going to most likely run out of time quite quickly this time around. So let's see if we can do it. It seems Bertram is feeling much better. The loss of the family has had a crushing impact on him that only time can fully heal. Nonetheless, finally, the carpenter has recovered from shock and is ready to rejoin the fight. "It was Flint, right?" he asks. "I remember you visiting my workshop once or twice with Galvic. Thank you for your help. Now we should take care of the animals and find fresh water." Bertram is right. Fresh water is paramount. In a stroke of bad luck, the castle well took a direct hit from the trebuchets. Still, maybe if you clear away the debris, you might repair it somehow. You've got to try. Alright. Okay, so we need to go and clear the debris. So now we have two characters that we can indeed control, which is absolutely wonderful. So if we can do that and utilize them accurately enough before nighttime comes, then we're going to be in a nice position. Okay, so I'm just going to go and collect the resources here, and we're going to do the same thing over there and try to get them both working as best as we possibly can. All right, there we go. And we're going to clear out the well. We need to clear the debris blocking the hen house as well. And we already have someone doing that. That is Flint down there doing that. And we're getting huge amounts of resources too. Okay, so we're going to interact with the well now. And we'll see that we remove the debris blocking the well. Sadly, to no avail, the well's base has been crushed by the trebuchet projectile. The shaft itself is blocked, and there's no way you could clear it out before dying of thirst. Perhaps you could find some potable water in the city market under the cover of darkness. It's risky, but it's the best chance you have. We have no choice. Alright, so we'll try to do that, of course. And so now we have to search for clean water. That is our next objective when we go scavenging at night. Hopefully we'll be able to accomplish that goal. And we're just going to collect a couple of extra things here. And we do have the chickens down here as well. We can actually collect some stuff. Oh, there we go. We actually gained an egg, and we should probably feed them as well. So we have some fodder right here. So there we go. That is what we're going to be feeding them. And hopefully they will be quite happy about that. Big fan of your chat. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I very much appreciate all the support. Over the years, especially, it's just absolutely crazy that you've been watching for that long. It is very heartfelt, actually, that I feel that you're still around. You know, you're still around. That's amazing. That really is amazing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into the keep. We need to make it so that Flint can rest up a little bit. So we're going to try and build a bed, and that is over there. And I'm not entirely sure where else we need to be, really. We don't have that much time left. So I hope that I will have enough time to do what we need to do. Yeah, so Flint is wounded, as you can see. So what we're going to need to do is use a makeshift bandage right here. You can use pretty much anything in your inventory at any time. And he's going to heal. And then we can put him to sleep. Not permanently, thankfully, but yes, he's going to go and have a snooze. There we go. Alright, so let's have a look here. So he's going to be snoozing now, and we can, I suppose, skip to dusk. I think, yeah, he's in bed, and I should have probably made him drink something, to be honest. Flint got sick after being soaked in the rain. No, that's awful. That is actually really bad. Okay, I'm kind of worried about that, to be honest. Okay, so let's skip time until dusk. You can do that at any time if you've already done everything, of course. So he is slightly sick. That is a bit problematic, but hopefully because he is now resting, he will be able to recover fully without too many difficulties. And Bertram is, of course, going to be, you know, scavenging for us. And I don't have the shovel, unfortunately, so I won't be able to really take anything. Technically, you can take anything you want, but personally, I feel like at the moment, I'd like as much space in the backpack as we possibly can. Hello. Hello to everyone joining. Hello. All right, start scavenging. Okay. Whew. Okay, so we're up against the time. Once again, we are up against the time, so we're going to... see if we can move around here. Okay, I'm going to try and just collect basically everything that I find, because you never know whether that's going to have clean water inside. You can actually speed up your searching as well, so I think it might actually be an idea to do it that way. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it makes more noise, but I'm not sure whether there is anyone around here, to be honest. I mean, if there is anyone around, then I'm just going to leg it. But, well, yeah, let's just search a little bit quicker then. Ah, there we go. Nice. Okay, so we've got 5 clean water so far. We just need another 5, and then we will have completed our objective, and that is basically all we need to do, really. But obviously, if we want to maximize our time, you know, doing this, then, well, that would be preferable. Aha! Hello there. You need a shovel to remove this obstacle. Yes, exactly. So I need to find a shovel as soon as we can to try and get those obstacles out the way to expand our scavenging area. That's the whole thing. Oh, there are a lot of OGs in the chat. A lot of OGs in the chat. Thank you so much for being with me this long amount of time. Wow, it's absolutely crazy how the years have been, eh? Absolutely. All right. I think do we have enough actually? I don't think we have enough yet. No, we have 5. Okay, so I think we are yes, there we are. Okay, so we have 10 now. That is perfect. But what I would like to do is pick up the shovel, and it's over here. So let me see if I need to get rid of anything. Cloth is actually pretty good to keep. Vegetables are good. I'm actually going to get rid of these valuables. I wonder whether that's the same valuables that I dropped in the previous night. It might actually be. It might actually be. That would be kind of impressive, actually, to have that kind of persistence in the game world. Ah, here we go. All right, so we're going to be using the shovel, and we're going to see if we can maybe see if there's anything else here. Oh, wait a minute. Improvised shovel. Aha, I see. Okay, oh, there's an enemy over there, as you can quite clearly tell. Okay, yeah. We do want to be very careful of that. We don't really want to send Bertram in there, you know, randomly without any kind of weapon. And so at least we've cleared that out. So I think that's pretty good. And where otherwise, I actually don't know. Shall we... I don't actually know. There is combat, as you could no doubt tell. There was an enemy right there, and we could have potentially done a little bit of fisticuffs with the guy, but I wasn't sure whether I really could do that just yet. So I'm thinking we're gonna just, you know, keep it cool for the moment, and maybe once we get a weapon of some kind, maybe an improvised weapon, then we will be able to utilize it quite nicely. I actually don't know how good Bertram is at fighting, so that's generally the reason why I'm playing it a little bit cautiously at the moment. Ooh, what is that? Aha, look for anything that will help the soldiers. Okay, yeah, so we should probably do that. What is this? Dirty water. It can be boiled at a fireplace. That might actually be kind of useful, but we know that it's there now, so that's going to be good. All right, you approach the city gate, the market, and the harbor. It would be an incredibly convenient shortcut during your overnight journeys. The door, however, is solid and definitely shut. If Izmirs haven't been able to breach it, you need a key. But where could it be? Okay, open the door. Okay, well, I have no idea where the key is, of course. So we're going to have to search for that, and I obviously used the shovel. I'm not entirely sure if I used it in the right place, but maybe we have to take out that enemy to be able to gain the key. I doubt it, though, because otherwise they probably would have used it, right? Maybe? Well, we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, we have barely any time left, as you can see. Wow, dawn is basically just coming, and I just about made it back. Okay, so the enemy assault is now upon us. We must get ready for the worst. The enemies are preparing to attack, and we need to support our soldiers to help them stop the assault. Start a new day. Alright, here we go. So, let me see now. Okay, so we need to obviously drink, and we need to eat something as well. So, let me see now. We'll drink the clean water, and then we'll probably make a meal or something like that. There we go. Nice. Okay, that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Okay, so I don't think I found anything, unfortunately, to be able to help the soldiers, which would have been preferable, of course. We do have some items to collect down here in the chicken coop, so hopefully we'll be able to get something there. We got 1 egg. I think that's pretty decent, and we can do a little bit up. Here we go. The enemy assault has started, actually, and they're firing projectiles at us. Okay, so let me actually just move out of the way. Yeah, they are actually bombarding us in real time as well, so you never know what's going to happen. You can also collect resources from the bombardment itself, so you can pick up stone and rocks and all kinds of things. So you're going to be able to utilize those in various ways to potentially repair things. And, well, hopefully we will not lose too many units in this fight. Obviously, it's a pretty much even fight, but as I said, because we are indeed the defenders, it might be okay. It might be okay. Okay, so Flint is very... oh, he's dying of thirst. Oh, no. See, now this is exactly what I was talking about. You need to be on the ball when it comes to helping your various characters out. If he dies from thirst now, that would probably be the worst thing that could possibly happen. Especially, especially as it is indeed, it is indeed live. So we don't really want that to happen. Thank you. Okay, so we need to deliver bandages for wounded soldiers. We actually have quite a bit of that. Okay, so there we go. He's now only slightly thirsty, so let's actually give him a little bit more. And let's have him make some meals for himself, because he is a bit hungry. And we've got a whole bunch of wood here as well. So hopefully we'll be able to build a, what is it now? It's like a crafting bench, woodworking bench sort of thing. And hopefully we'll be able to make that in just a second. Okay, so yeah, using inefficient materials. Oh yes, that actually brings me to the next point. We actually would need to build that first into planks. So this is really good, but we need this more like, because this basically allows us to process logs into firewood and planks, which is the more efficient way of making food. So, yeah. Anyway, we are going to need to deliver bandages. Okay, we provided our troops with enough supplies, and they stopped the Izmir assault with minimal losses. Let's keep it this way. Well, I hope so. I hope so. But, yeah. Okay, so Bertram, he needs to rest relatively soon. And can I make some bandages? There we go. Yeah. No, I don't want you to bandage yourself. Okay, wait a minute. Maybe I can actually... Do I have some? I do have some. Okay, maybe one bandage is enough. I'm not entirely sure, but we could potentially, make some more, maybe? I mean, that might be kind of good. Okay, so we've finally done this, and we can now make some firewood, or we can craft some planks. Either way, this is much more efficient than using logs in general. So let's make like 12 firewood, something like that. And obviously, you can do all of this independently. And yes, I think we can thank you to those of you in the chat. Yeah, you can actually give them the rocks as well, and it will improve their fortifications, as you can see right here. So we'll probably do that too, because why not, right? Why not? Okay, so do they need more bandages? I think they need more bandages. All right, so let me see if I can go over here and maybe make some, or make something that actually will give us the ability to make bandages, potentially, if we have enough cloth. Okay, so let's have a look. There's a butcher's table. No. Herbal workshop. Okay, so you can make makeshift bandages right there. Yeah, we're probably going to need... I mean, that's going to be kind of useful. Torches, and especially arrows, are going to be very, very useful. Butcher's table will be quite useful as well, but I think we're going to leave it for the moment, because we do have quite a bit. Maybe I can make the cloth into something? No, I can't do that. Wait a minute. Pieces of fabric that can be used to create bandages and to build some constructions can be crafted on the workbench. Well, it would have been good for me to actually mouse over the bandages, wouldn't it? That would have actually been much better for me to do. But anyway, let's get a couple of planks as well, because planks can be used for construction too, and maybe that's going to be useful for us. And Flint should probably have some food, shouldn't he? He is still hungry, so we could potentially... Let's just give him some dried vegetables. I think that should be enough. Okay, apparently not. Apparently that is not enough. Very good. Very good, Flint. Very nice. Okay, so... we need to get Bertram sleeping, so let's get him over there. Oh no, the crafting is going to take too long. Look at that. I should have had Flint do that, shouldn't I? See, that's the point. You got to be a little bit more careful about what you're doing here with the micromanaging and everything. All right, there we go. Okay, so he is actually sleeping in the bed. Okay, phew. Fantastic. I actually was a little bit worried about that, to be honest. Okay, so thankfully Flint is now going to do this. He is a little bit hungry, so... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to go, but we'll see. Okay, let's do it. We don't have a shovel or anything. We don't have a torch, so we're just going to have to go in there basically by ourselves. We might do a little bit of fisticuffs. I'm not sure. We might do a little bit of fisticuffs, and we'll see how that is. And we need to look for anything that will help the soldiers once again. So let's see if we can do that. I think we're pretty much safe to basically sprint in this area. But if we go any further, then we might need to be a bit more careful. Can I go up this way? No, I can't go up that way. That is blocked. And that, of course, needs a shovel. But we can go by them. Maybe I can sneak by that enemy. It might very well be the case that that will help us. Because I'm not actually causing that much sound, as you can see, when I move a little bit slower. I think it should be alright. Oh, he seems to have moved. Aha. He seems to have moved this time around. Okay, that's actually more problematic than him just standing there, because now I'm thinking to myself, he's going to come up here, he's going to be a patrol, he's going to see me, and he's going to be like, ah, slaughter time. Yes, that would not be good. Well, I suppose we must venture forth. We must venture forth and try to make sure that we collect as much stuff as possible. Maybe even some arrows. And maybe even the key, actually. The key would be definitely very good for us to get. I'm looking for anything that's glowing right now. Doesn't look like anything right now. I don't know. I'm still antsy. I'm still antsy about that enemy that was here the previous night. Aha, there he is. Should I do some fisticuffs with him? I think I'm probably gonna die. He might very well see me right here. Yes. We might do okay. I don't know. I mean, Flint, I don't even know whether he's a good fighter or not, you know? It might be bad. Okay, you know what? Let's try it. Oh, wait, there's a fence in between. Oh, wait. We might be... Wait a minute. Quiet, everyone. Let's try and sneak. Okay. He's got a weapon. Okay, he's got a weapon. I don't know. I don't think I can beat a guy with a weapon. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Run, Flint. Run back to the... Oh, dear. Yeah. I mean, he's got a sword, right? Or an axe. Yeah, he's got an axe or something. There's no way I'm going to be able to beat that, am I? Enemy patrols are intensified. It's good that this guy can't break into a full sprint. That's all I can say. He's like, my armor is too heavy. Okay, there we go. We got back. At least we know now. Oh, the night was calm, though. The night was calm. We don't have to worry about... We don't have to worry about that. Yes, the night was definitely calm. Thank you. Okay, so let's just start a new day and completely forget that happened. There we go. All right, so Bertram is now thankfully perfectly fine to resume his work. Yes, get back to work, you. And we will now be speaking to whoever this is. I don't know who that is, but we do need to actually eat something. So let me actually just make something here. Let's craft 2 meals. There we go. Gonna have to get him a little bit of food here. Oh, it's Galvic. It's Galvic. He's returned. Okay, that's good. It's good to know. Hello everyone in the chat who's just joining. All right. Let me see now. I think, is he gonna eat that immediately? No, I don't think he eats that immediately. I think we can just go over there and then just get into the pantry and hopefully eat it. Oh yeah, we also need to drink with Bertram because he is a little bit thirsty. There we go. Okay, so we're just going to eat that. There we go. Now he's doing fine. Now he's doing fine. He's a little bit tired because he was up all night, but no, I think he should be fine now. There we go. All right, so let's speak to Galvic now. It's Galvic again. He looks even worse for wear than before. The last fight must have been intense. He tells you there are wounded soldiers after the Izmir's assault. The defenders desperately need bandages. Also, their weapons need repair. That's not the worst of it, adds Galvic. Scouts have seen soldiers of the Sangmar Empire to the south. Sangmar. Is the Sangmarian fleet here to attack our lands, or are they going to strike the Izmir's back? For now, they're a great unknown. Having told you all he could, Galvek turns to return to the bastion, looking at him stumble in exhaustion. You can only wonder if you will see him again after the next battle. Alright, well, that's looking dire. That is looking very dire indeed. Okay, so we need to build a herbal workshop. And thankfully, we did do a little bit of scavenging before we made our way back. Or shall we say, before we were chased away from our scavenging mission. So hopefully we'll be able to craft some more stuff like the herbal workshop. We need to find or craft a makeshift bandage. I think I had one, but I used it. So obviously that's not going to work. So what do I need here? Okay, so I already have the planks, as you can quite clearly tell. And we need more materials. Okay. And we need tools. Crafted at the workbench. Okay, so there's the workbench. So let's make the workbench, shall we? We don't have one of those, so let's make it. We can rotate it as well, by the way, so you can actually place it anywhere you like. We're going to place it round about here, I suppose. There we go. The game is Siege Survival Gloria Victis, and this is the prologue. You can play it right now, by the way. For those of you that don't know, you can literally go through the link in the description and you can download it, and there you go. That is where you can have a grand old time and maybe not get chased away like me. So, yeah. Alright, so otherwise, we need to deliver 3 meals. Oh, actually, that's pretty easy. I think we should have a pretty easy time of that. So let me make some more. Flint really does need to rest, though. So let me actually just make some more of these. Oh, inefficient materials? Yes. How is that inefficient? We're using firewood. Are planks better? No. Okay. I'm actually not entirely sure why that would be inefficient. Maybe it's the vegetables? Yeah. I think it's probably the vegetables that are causing the issue. But I'm going to just do it because we need to deliver the meals to the bastion. And we're time limited. This is the point. We're time limited. We need to get there. Alright. So Bertram, he's going to obviously have to do something with this. They need tools, right? Yeah, well, we have enough to be able to do that. Apparently, animal parts and planks create tools. So that's what we're going to do. So let's craft that. Oh, it's going to take a while. Oh, dear. Oh, this is bad. This is maybe bad news bears for us. Maybe bad news bears. Okay, so food and water are crucial for the bastion. Without them, the defenders won't last long. Send clean water to the defenders. Oh, okay. How much do you want? I can just click the amount of times that I want to do that. Oh, okay, so the blue bar obviously indicates water. So we obviously need to, now, here, that's obviously the point. You need to try and balance the amount of water that you have and the amount of water that the bastion has. So there's a pretty large amount of strategy or decision-making, at least, involved in this. I only have 1 meal at the moment, but I am making another 2, so that should be pretty good. A broken axe. I need to repair this. A damaged weapon which can be repaired at the repair workshop. Can I take this into my inventory? Yes, I can. Okay, good. So let's send the water back to them. And we still only have 2 guys. We need, we need another one, don't we? We need another one. You know what? I'm going to go back at night and I'm going to ask that guy that chased us and almost murdered us to join us. And what do you bet he's going to say? No. He won't even say no. He'll just go, "Arr," and then murder us. That will probably be the way to go, won't it? Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone, to those of you joining. Okay, so build the repair workshop for making sure that we have the weapon repaired, and we need to deliver 3 meals. Okay, so let's deliver the 3 meals. Let's actually send that. Flint actually needs to go and rest before the dusk. That's what it's called, not dawn. Yeah, so dusk. We need to do that. Get him in there. And okay, so did you do it? Did you send it? Yeah, apparently he sent it. Okay, so now let's send the 3 meals as well. Okay, that was not enough, in my opinion. That was surely not enough. But the game says that that's the objective, so I'm going to do it. Why not? There we go. All right. I'm kind of nervous about this because Bertram is a little bit tired, but I think he should be okay. I really wish I had a weapon of some kind. I mean, that's the point. I think in general, if we had built the repair workshop, which obviously we can't do at the moment because we just don't have enough time, I don't think. I think we're, yeah, I mean, as you can see, it's basically about to tick over. So, repair workshop. Oh, we can actually make it. No. Bit too late. Yes, the night has come. So, yes, exactly. We have a damaged axe, so we can indeed repair that and then hopefully use it ourselves. I actually thought that we would have to, you know, basically just be like, okay, so I'm going to repair this and then I'm going to give it back to the soldiers because they may need it more than I do. Who knows? But maybe we'll be able to borrow it for a little bit of time. That would be quite nice. Anyway, so, no, you're not going to be doing that. You're going to be sleeping. Yeah, you imbecile. Look at that. Flint was trying to go and scavenge. If I hadn't been paying attention, like I usually don't, then, you know, I might have sent out Mr. Very Tired again, which would have been pretty bad. All right, so let's send out Bertram. I really wish I had this axe right now, but I do not. So, we'll see. We'll see. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. The game basically is a survival simulator, I'd say, with a lot of decision making. It's a bit of an RPG as well. So it's kind of got that it's got that sort of like you're an everyday guy who is in a bad situation and you're not the main focal point, you're not all powerful or anything like that, and you literally have to try and survive against overwhelming odds. And as you can see, we're sneaking around at the moment to try and scavenge as many supplies as we can get our hands on. And as you can see by our objective up here, look for anything that will help the soldiers. That's what we need to do. Exactly, RPG survival. It's pretty much like that, although I don't think your characters level up or anything like that. But obviously this is just the prologue, so things might change and everything. But in general, you need to take care of their needs. And you need to make sure that the soldiers' needs are also taken care of. So it's a big, big deal to get these resources and to survive, to make sure that all of your people survive. So we could get dirty water here. So maybe that would be an idea. Oh, we could interact with this, maybe? I'm actually not sure whether I don't think we have the key still. Yeah. As you can see, we don't have the key, so we're going to have to go into the into the aggression place, which we probably don't want to do, and I don't want to pick up those valuables again. Those valuables are going to stay there for all eternity. Maybe they're actually going to be kind of good for us later down the line. It might be the case that a trader might actually come along, and then we can use them there. But I don't know that yet. Okay. No. Okay, thankfully they have a detection bar, so it takes them a little bit of time to see you, so that gives you some margin of error. And as you can see, he's actually coming over here, which is very problematic. I do not want him to come over here, but he's going to investigate, obviously. I really kind of wish I had gotten rid of the rubble in this area instead of the other one, but I guess I'm just going to have to be careful then. Enemy patrols are intensified. Oh, of course they are. Of course. Alright, let me just sneak back a little bit. I am kind of quiet, so I should be okay. Oh, there he is. Okay. He's right there. He is right there, and we need to be careful with the sound as well, because we generate sound if we move too fast or if we search too quickly. And I really need... You know, I need to get by. I need to get by, but I don't think I'm going to be able to this night. So I think what I'm going to have to do is I'll have to go on the other side of this building here. I think there are a couple of resource piles that I haven't scavenged over here yet, because I was thinking that maybe this kind of thing might happen, and, well, it kind of makes sense for us to leave a little bit left, just in case we get trapped in here or something. So, let's see. Now that's the point. I think it would be a wonderful idea if we could take him on, but we don't have a weapon at the moment. And I don't know whether you were watching a couple of minutes ago, but we got chased away by that guy, and he has an axe, and we don't have anything. So I would think that we would be murdered very, very quickly indeed if we didn't have something to defend ourselves. And that's the reason why we need to get that repair workshop up and running as soon as possible. Oh, I just got some materials as well. I believe the game autosaves. So you can't do any kind of save and then reload thing. As far as I'm aware, if you go here, to the pause menu, you can see it just exit to menu or exit game, and that's basically it. So they want you to live with your choices, which I think is pretty cool. Although my choices are maybe not the best. So, okay, anyway, yeah, the night was calm, yes, okay, we didn't get chased off this time around, at least that's good, and he's tired and needs some rest. He definitely needs some rest, doesn't he? And some of the soldiers have also recovered from wounds. That is good. That is very nice indeed. Alright, so I'm actually going to be telling him to go into bed. Yes, I know, thank you very much, okay. And he needs to go and drink some water. We don't have that much water left because I gave a huge amount to the bastion, which was probably not the best idea, now thinking about that. How long is the stream going to be? At least another hour. It might go longer than that. So, you know, if you want to go anywhere, you can, and you can probably come back and I'll still be here. Anyway, let's build this. I think we have the materials. Yes. We have the technology. We will repair the repair workshop, or build the repair workshop at least. Yes, exactly. And you can place all these things anywhere you like, by the way. I've just basically put them anywhere at this point. But, yeah, hopefully we're going to be alright as we go forward here, because I'd like to get into some combat. I'd love to see some combat and how the game handles it. Oh, what is this? Bertram got sick after being soaked in the rain. Okay, well, that's fine. He's resting. That is not a problem. No, we will be, we'll actually be playing a different game in maybe a few minutes, actually. Maybe after we've seen some combat, then I'll be switching to a different game. All right, let's have a look here. Items to collect. Yes, let's go down there. Let's go down there and get that. I should probably make some food, maybe? He's hungry. He's not just slightly hungry, so it might make sense for us to make some food real quick. Alright, so let's... I guess we'll make it out of eggs, and... we just have wood. Ah, yes. Now that's the problem, isn't it? That is the problem. Let's craft some firewood here. I hope I have enough time, to be honest. Flint got sick. Ah, okay, that's not particularly good. Alright, so let's do this. And he's gonna... I don't know whether to actually eat anything, to be honest, before we go, because I'd like to repair the axe. Repair workshop. There we go. Okay, phew. Okay, we have some planks, that's perfect. Oh, there's actually light armor here as well, that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's craft the axe, and hopefully I'm going to be able to equip it myself. There we go. Yeah, there you go. See, look, there it says, deliver the repaired axe back to the soldiers. I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh, okay, that's actually kind of sad. I wanted to murder. I wanted to go murdering. I actually don't know whether... Can we use it? No, you can't use it, as you can quite clearly see. There is no drop function either. I could keep it, but then, it says to deliver it back to them, so I'm just like, well, okay, fine. Maybe they'll give me something, who knows? Maybe they'll give me something, and we do have another battle in one day, so that is something that we need to be prepared for, because otherwise we're going to have some issues. Oh, we're actually going to get an additional soldier as well, so we actually outnumber the opponent. There we are. Okay, what I would recommend, actually, this is basically an RPG survival game with a lot of decision-making elements as well. And what I'd recommend is taking a look at the link in the description. That will take you to the Steam store page. I think they'll probably do a better job than I would of explaining, but pretty much it is... You're an everyday guy, and you're put in a bad situation, and you have to try and survive against all odds, as well as, taking care of your needs, taking care of the soldiers' needs in the bastion, which is this menu right here. And as you can see, they have periodic battles with the opponent, and they're going to obviously need your assistance in any way that you can offer it. So it's going to be very, very touch and go, pretty much. Okay, oh, we actually have some more items to collect. Oh, thank you very much, chickens. Thank you. Do you need food? Oh, they are very hungry. Okay, this is bad. Rotten food, meal, greens, and oh no, oh this is actually bad. I don't really want to give them rotten food, to be honest. That is going to be very. That is going to be bad. I don't really know. I don't really know. Okay, well, what I could do in general is we could just go and try to have fisticuffs with the guy, and that's basically all I can do, really. I don't have a weapon, because obviously I had to give the axe back. I mean, I might have been able to equip it, but it didn't give me the option. So, well, we'll see. Okay, so Flint is actually tired, because Bertram's been sleeping for quite a while. So let me just do it the other way around. He's actually hungry, slightly thirsty. Oh, things are going badly, aren't they? Things are going badly. Okay, so let's just not take anything, and we'll try to do a little bit better this time. I'm going to go for some fisticuffs. So shall I just go straight on in? Shall I just rush him? Maybe we should just rush him and see if we can take him unawares. That's not going to work. I don't think that's going to work too well. But we'll try, you know? We'll try. And Bertram is a trying man. He has the look of a guy that would that would do this, potentially, maybe. Okay, I would like to try and take the guy, well, by surprise if at all possible. Aha, there he is. Do you see that sort of like lava-ish orangey texture right there? That is, I think, the vision cone of the opponent. So I'm actually wondering, do you think we could get a key? I'd like to get the key, to be honest. Let me actually just search a little bit quicker here. There we go, got some water. Well, that's obviously useful. What is that? Hide here. Aha, there's actually hiding mechanics as well. That's very cool. That is very cool. So, technically, I could lure the guy over here and then I could hide. Okay, you know what? Let's do it. Let's charge him. Let's charge him and see what happens. He's trying to block. Can I attack? No. No. No, he can't attack. He can't do fisticuffs, unfortunately. It doesn't look as though he'll be able to, so we could try the hiding mechanic. I don't think that's going to work because he's right on me right now. Yes, and he is indeed dead. And I actually got a Steam achievement for that. No rest for the wicked. No rest for the wicked. All right, well, there you go. We actually are going to get to see the next battle as well. And the next battle is today. However, if you would like to try out the game for yourself, it's currently free. You can download the Prologue, and there is a link in the description to do that. We're going to be switching game now, and stay tuned for that. And this is our next game that we're going to be showcasing here. And this is Plebby Quest, the Crusades. And this has a very charming comedic style. And again, if you would like to check it out, there is a link in the description. But otherwise, we're going to be starting a new game here. You can play in free play mode, or you can play scenario mode. I'm going to be playing scenario mode because I think that more accurately describes exactly what the game is all about. This is very much a... would I call it a grand strategy? I think I might call it a grand strategy, actually. Now, it may look like a very charming art style, aesthetic, whatever you want to call it, very colorful and everything. But I think you're going to like this because just look at the map. It's massive, and these are all different factions. All the different colors are all different factions, and you're going to, well, probably try to conquer them all in battles, and you can raise armies, you can train your forces, and so on. So this is basically where we are right now. This is an alternate history, by the way, as well, so, you know, take all of this with pretty much a grain of salt, pretty much. So, anyway. It has been more than half a century since the first Crusades raised the Kingdom of Jerusalem. The Sultanate of Rum was helpless and barely held on in the face of that pagan invasion. And so Masood I, from his kingdom's precarious existence between repeated Crusader attacks and neighbors eager to claim a weakened kingdom's territory, calls for his son Kilij Arslan II to come home from Mosul. Alright, so we're going to continue onward here. So this is a strategy game, and you have a lot of micromanaging to do as well, and there is a lot of story too, and it's very charming. It's very charming. So, what is this? Everyone is waiting for me? Could it be? All that urgency for me to come back, was that because this is the moment of my life? Oh, I am so overwhelmed. I have a dream that one day this Sultanate of Rum will become the greatest of all Seljuk brother nations. And yes, my pronunciation is going to be off, so, you know, that's just how it goes. I have a dream that one day we take Nicaea, stronghold of my ancestor Suleiman, back from the clutches of the... I always get this wrong, so, you know, I always get the pronunciation of this one wrong. Byzantine? Is it Byzantine? Byzantine? Either one. Anyway, I have a dream that one day we will unite the region of Anatolia, swallow up Greece. Then I will create the largest harem in the world. I have a dream. Only the Sultan may touch the throne, says Aticia. Eh? Then who does the cleaning? Father himself? What are you doing there? Succeeding you, father. I see you learned something from going abroad after all. That foolishness. Then why did your heir have to come back at dawn, throwing away all those hard work, spent in study, and without even saying goodbye? A little wind spoke to me. About a fool who spends the whole week in Mosul loitering in front of the inn and whistling at women. No woman in his sight needed to pay for her own tea. Local hoodlums smoked shisha and sang songs with him all throughout the night. And I hear he said to an innocent young lass, "Anything to be with you, babe. I will even give up being sultan." I pity the girls who fell for the sweet lies of the fool, who was drooling over the throne as soon as he came back. I think I found a little finger. Don't look at me. At least foolishness wasn't the word I used. Yes, Aticia, it was indeed her, I believe. Anyway, so what do you think will happen to that heir of Sultan? Good things, of course. I always get my happy ending. So hopelessly optimistic. Given your behavior, I'm sure there are my grandchildren somewhere out there. Don't you think that our bloodline is already secure, even without you? Do you need someone for a grand project? Someone with elite training to do something marvelous? Hello to everyone in the stream. Hello. And welcome. This is Plebby Quest. Yes, it will probably have some problems. Yes, our kingdom is definitely not going to be in the best place, at least for the moment. But we are going to train up our forces and try to potentially invade everyone else if we can get over our own ineptitude. Anyway, simple police duty. There's a mob of starving pagans coming this way. Do you mean those fellows with the raggedy bandanas armed with weapons for the ruthless beheading of wheat grains? Even a mosque librarian who never lifted anything heavier than a pen could get the job done. The pen is mightier than the sword, right? You see, I do have a son with about as much combat experience as a mosque librarian. And it's time for him to start earning his own meal. Aha, he may be a fool, but the blood of great Suleiman runs through his veins. He may turn over a new leaf after all. Well, since you need me so much, I will do it. Now begins the legend of the prince who returned. Stop fooling around and get that lazy butt to work. Yeah, I will definitely get on it. Just don't cart me off to Mosul again. Yes, you can tell what kind of prince he is. Very spoiled. He didn't grow up a single bit, and he has now received a mission: policing. All right, so it is turn-based as well, and we every single turn we gain kingdom income, and that will be food and a little bit of horses. As you can see, war horses right here. You're going to need these to create cavalry and so on. And the wheat right here is, as you can see, used for trade and general nutrition and so on. And as you can see, we're also, I think, last in the land. Are we last in the land? Kingdom ranking number 15. We are ignored by most kingdoms. That's actually pretty good at the moment, because we don't really want them murdering us already. Ha ha ha, these poor bastards have no idea they face a main character. I will finish them in 10 seconds. Your Highness has none. None of what? Mercy? Yep, I'm a Mosul-trained murder machine. Troops, sir, you have none under your command. Oh, right. Where are my troops? Call them to me. You really don't know much, do you? What did you do in Mosul? With looks like mine, you don't need to know things to get by. This guy. You can find your generals on the lower left. You can command your generals and see their stats. And you can see here that we only have one general at the moment. So we're going to be selecting him. And then we can go through to the barracks. So this is where you're going to be able to recruit troops. And you can oversee troops in their training from the barracks. We are obviously going to be getting to training relatively soon. You need a general level as well, by the way, to be able to unlock additional troop slots. So every single time you win a battle, you're most likely going to be gaining some experience, but you also have to do a number of other extracurricular things to be able to unlock stuff. There's a research tree as well. There's all kinds of different resources, and well, it's a pretty deep game, even though it may not seem like it on the surface at first. Now let's go look at some troops. Click here to see the kingdom's reserves. Okay. Minions, answer the call of your master and arise from the void. I am Cthulhu. I am Khaleej Arslan II. Yes, not Cthulhu. Not this time, at least. What is this? They're just peasants and farmers. Every world domination plot begins at step 1. You should forge them into the elite core of Hell's army. What? I'm a prince, not some devil? Next step, please select a troop to transfer. Yes, okay, so we're going to select that, and we can just click Move to Army. When you select them, it will open the menu like this, and Move to Army, and then they're going to go over there. This button? Okay. All right, let's do it. Yeah, there's a lot of fourth wall breaking as well, which I really like. I actually really like games that include fourth wall breaks. It's just a personal preference of mine. Maybe you don't like it, but I like it quite a bit. As you can see, the troop has been added to your army. Let's do that one more time. No, I never perform my moves twice in a row. It's my principle. To learn a thing, you must always repeat them. That's a fact. Now let's go to reserves, Your Highness. Hearing you say that makes me want to do it less. Yes, makes me want to do it so much less. Here's an idea. More troops, stronger army. I think maybe around 10 will do for me. Your Highness can only manage up to 2 troops, because you're really low level, actually. What? Who are you to tell Khaleej Arslan II what he can do? I'm not doing such things. Do you see the yellow infantryman sign on your portrait? You can move your mouse over there to find more details in the tooltip after my explanation. Move. I'll see for it myself. Just please remember to fill your army with 2 troops. Yeah, so as you can see right here, this is what I was talking about earlier. This is the general's troop class and level. As generals grow up, they can command up to 5 troops and use up to 3 carrier pigeons. Yes, there's also a funny little modern reference later on when we get into battles, and you'll see what that is as we go forward. But yeah, at the moment we're only able to command 2 troops, which should be enough. So let's move to the army. 1, 2, that's all of them. Congratulations. That's nothing to me. I can do it with the lift of a finger. You can train, tier upgrade, or assign troops, as you just did, at the barracks. Yeah, now they're going to give you a lot of information in the very early portions of the game, and it may very well be that you want to just take your time, read things multiple times to get things going, because for me specifically, I'm pretty slow at learning some stuff, and so generally, especially when it comes to turn-based strategy and grand strategy, very much so, Crusader Kings, you know, I am not that good at those, at understanding them even. So, yeah, anyway, we're going to close that. Now that we're done with the barracks, can I go to the inn? Now it's time to take a rest. Wait, didn't I tell you that I want to smoke at the inn? Your troops will replenish while you rest. Aren't you a little tired? I'm fresh as a daisy. Let me go now. My body needs to inhale some white smoke. What will I ever do if your highness falls to enemy attack because you don't have enough troops? What would I ever say to the Sultan? You don't have to worry about things like that, Adisia. You're always in front of me. You would fall first in battle. I really would rather not have the honor. Now, please use rest. Alright, so we're going to use rest. Red lines on my face? Is it a curse? No, it is not indeed a curse. It is not a curse. It's a sign that you are out of actions for this month. Each general only gets one action a month, so you have to choose wisely. See, there we go. There's even more of the strategy coming in, and obviously the battles are indeed going to be strategic, as well as actually kind of real time. So you'll see what I mean about that in just a second. Oh, I thought it over and I made my choice. To the inn! Your officials on the lower right are for governing the kingdom. Right now, you only have 2 of these. We have system and end turn. Huh? Did you hear me? Once all of your generals have made their actions, click end turn to move on to the next month. You don't seem to be talking to me. Hey, are you ignoring me? I had a feeling that you would never stop talking. Please just click end turn. That is exactly what we're going to do. There we go. And everyone is going to now move. And there we have it. Alright, so we have an event here. You can skip all events if you have seen them before or you just don't want to. You can also hold left control if you want to hurry up animations. I'm obviously not going to be doing that because this is the first time you're seeing this. And, I'm pretty happy to experience more of the hilarity that the prince tends to bring to every situation. Anyway, the mosque is just through this plaza. Please hurry, your highness. That girl who passed by yesterday, one who reminded me of jasmine blossoms. Do you think she might be there? The mosque is a holy place for paying respects to God, and your highness is scheduled to catalog books at the mosque library today. So, lady librarians, they wear those charming big glasses, right? When going to God, you must leave those stray thoughts behind and bring your faith only. So the fair-skinned librarian... No, we're going to help some pale old bookworms who never see the sun so that we can get some research points. By the way, who are those guys? They look different. Oh, you mean the Franks? They were part of the Frank invasion a few decades ago, but they settled down here. Well, they say it was the People's Crusade. Crusades? Are these the pagans I'm supposed to deal with? No, that's just what they used to be a long time ago, actually. They say they're from the misty isles to the west, but they liked the warmer climate here and stayed. That exotic, interesting music goes well with poetry like tea goes with shisha. They started getting popular with the trendy crowd and among young women, and now everyone in Iconium knows about them. I didn't. But they must know me, so I'm more famous. They were a worthy opponent. Stare at me. Nobody knows how the thing's gonna be. Stare at me. Nobody knows. Yeah, only God knows how the thing's gonna be. Yes, it's literally a street band, yes. That charming voice and that unique accent. You are the oasis of the desert. Thank you all. I wish I had that talent. I would use a genie's wish to have it. Apparently the lyrics used to be, yeah, nobody knows, but there was some controversy over allegations of heresy. What controversy? You know what I'm talking about, since they had to change it to, yeah, only God knows. After that, we have a new legislation that bans all songs that haven't been censored by a mullah. They just didn't like the Franks being popular. Those old men in authorities have only one hobby, and that is banning something unfamiliar or what they dislike. We will be at the mosque soon. Watch what you say there. By the way, aren't I supposed to take care to the rabble outside the castle wall? You have no combat experience, right? I don't know what you're talking about. They called me the Anatolian Mad Dog on the streets of Mosul. Why, back then... I'm not talking about street fights. I mean a real battle. To switch rows of your troops in battle, you need to complete switch rows 1 and 2. Yeah, this is actually a research project, which we're going to need to unlock. And obviously to do that, we need to go to the library. Do they know how to wear pants by themselves? It may be simple when you do it yourself, but when there are thousands of men, it tends to get complicated. You mean they can't wear pants by themselves when there are thousands of people? Anyway, you need research points to do any kind of research, and the easiest way to get them is by cataloging books. Hello. Hello to those of you joining the stream. Now, do you understand why you have to go to the mosque? Can we just move along now, please? How dare you? Someone like you giving orders to me, the future Sultan of the Sultanate of Rum? Because your highness is the heir to the throne, not the Sultan himself yet. Father is still the same old stubborn self. All that urgency to call me back was just to suppress some armed rabble. I'm sure the Sultan has his reasons. Isn't that why he has me to take care of your highness? I was on a horse to Mosul years ago, and on a horse to Iconium last month. You know what was the same each time? I didn't know I was going to be on a horse until the day before, both times. I learned how to spell Mosul by reading the road sign saying its way to Mosul. Oh yes, it is indeed a stream. Hello there. This is completely live. Absolutely completely live. And anything can happen, including game crashes. Oh yes, let's not mention it. Okay, the reason for all the rush was... It's all so unfair. I should write to my best friend. He'll understand. I'm sure he doesn't take advantage of him at all. I'm sure you can do that at the mosque. Can we please get going now? Alright, so yeah, there we go. They are now going to the mosque, and hopefully we'll be able to get some research points. Ah, hello, Bruce. Hello, Bruce. Thank you very much for the super chat. That is very much appreciated. And yeah, I see you. I see you. That is a big message. That is a big message. Alright, so we are still ignored by most kingdoms, which is as you would expect it to be. Perfectly fine with me. Who are these guys? They look angry. What do they want? Royal heads on a stick? They cheer on armed rabble and will incite rebellion. Their numbers will grow every month if you don't take care of them. What? My head? Oh no, they don't. Tax revenue will drop a little bit, but it will be fine for a while. Getting you in shape to suppress the armed rabble is our priority. Now, let's get on our way to the mosque. You can take this route to get there. How can we go to the mosque at this grave hour? Ha! What? Where am I? What did you do to me? This is the mosque, where you can pay your respects to God, catalogue books, and much more. You mean it's boring as hell. That's why there's only a handful of people here. You see the librarian having trouble with all the piles of books. Now here we go. This is going to be a bit of a sort of mini-game. A bit of a mini-game. Put your finger over him to find out how to catalogue books. You can also click on the other people here, so put your finger over each of them. I don't usually hang out with nerds, but I guess I have no choice. Alright, so as you can see, you can catalogue books. So if we have a look at this guy. Really? You'll really help? Yes, I will indeed do that. Select a character from below to initiate an action. Okay, so basically what we can do here is we need to basically organize them in groups of 3 so that we can gain additional research points. And it is a little mini game, so you need to... It's basically match 3. If you know match 3 games, then you'll know what I'm talking about here. So this is going to be a bit problematic. I guess this one. There we go. That is good, and that's all for today. Any more, and somebody is going to break their back. Oh, I was actually enjoying myself quite a bit there. I quite like a little bit of match 3 gameplay sometimes. So anyway, there you go. We got 27 research points. I can't ignore them any longer. They are harming innocent citizens. I shall go and conquer them all. Don't be too hasty, Your Highness. There's no guarantee that you'll win this battle yet. But I don't want to follow you around for reasons I don't understand anymore. I'm bored. I understand. We can change how we do things. Yes, I'm sure Artesia is just absolutely, facepalm all over the place. Here is my plan. Try to achieve these objectives on your own. So if I follow this plan, I get to win? Alright, let's do it. Click the administration card on the right to conduct research. Enough, you said I get to do this on my own. Wait, who's this though? I will explain after you select the card. Alright, so there's the administration guy. As you can see, he has research, boot camp, and loans. No doubt loans are going to come in mighty handy later down the line. Anyway, the administration official manages the domestic affairs of the kingdom. You could compare his role to that of a mother. Mother? I'm pretty sure that's a man. Well, some mothers might have whiskers or be men. Anyway, in research you will use research points that you got from the mosque. Needless to say, this is where you can research switch rows 1 and 2. You may think that switch rows 1 and 2 is a really weird thing to research, especially for a battle, but you'll see exactly why that is important when we get into some battling itself. The boot camp sells troops, but since you won't get the Sultan's permission to buy new troops, you won't be able to buy anything there at the moment, but you will be able to later on. And of course you can't take loans right now either. Well, it can't hurt for you to go take a look. Yeah, so if you want to explore around and everything with the various menus, then obviously you can do that. I don't want to see if I can't play with it. Okay, so let's go into the research tree. So this is the research tree right here. What do you think makes a powerful country? Strength. Military strength. With a powerful military, you can conquer the world and strike fear into the hearts of your enemies. To effectively mobilize and deploy those troops, you need research. Technology makes a kingdom last. Engineers are the pillars of a nation. So you major in engineering. You people act so high and above, always full of pride over your knowledge. Anyway, you can spend the research points you got at the mosque on research projects here. Please consult the tooltips on each project for more details. And when do I get to stop hearing about these tooltips? Hopefully now. Anyway, let's have a look here. So, switch rows 1 and 2. This is really important. A full frontline presence is vital for victory. Switch out your troops at the front with reserves from row 2 to keep your front line at full fighting strength. Because every single battle has a combat strength on either side, and every single unit that you deploy has their own individual combat strength. Hopefully that is understandable. You'll see what I mean when we get into it, as I've said multiple times now. Anyway, dazzle them with your footwork. It will make us dizzy. Yes, I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. Okay, so we are now just going to be collecting that. We're going to be getting this. We got another infantry troop, which is quite nice. And actually, can I go into the barracks right now? Yeah, I actually can't unlock any extras, unfortunately, even though I do have some, as you can see right there. I do have some, but I just don't have enough space. So, we'll see how that goes. I think we're pretty good to now move on to the next turn. We'll just let everyone else do their own thing and conspire against us, no doubt. Indeed, a reformist stream. That is a little weird, but, you know, if you like it, then there may actually be some more coming relatively soon. Who knows? Anyway, let's have a look here. Alright, so we're pretty good here. Nothing to really worry about. Your Highness, I need to speak with you. What is it? Ruffians have been making trouble at the inn lately. Or does poor Odysseus have the hots for the innkeeper? Please don't talk about my friend's mother that way. I would love to help, but I'm already in my pajamas, so... Oh well, you'll have to take care of your own problems. I'll look the other way when you go to the inn from now on. I'll even keep it a secret from the Sultan. How does that sound? Let us grind them into XP and tear up your troops. Let's make it a quest. How about that? You're such a pain in the butt. Just you wait until I'm Sultan. Okay, so practical education. So we need to defeat the ruffians at the inn. So to do that, we can select this guy and we can then go to the inn, or we could do police. Oh, it's not time to do that yet. We need to go to the inn first. There we go. There we are. Hey, you. Alright. I told you I want my tobacco smooth yet strong with a smoky, dreamy quality. I'm sure he doesn't sound like that. I'm really sure he doesn't. And a clean, refreshing aftertaste. Are you ignoring me or what? If you're asking for the plant outlawed by the Sultan, we don't sell... Now, let's just change those dull leaves with these exciting ones. We have a policy against unauthorized products from outside the shop. What's that now? Unauthorized. What do you want? FDA approval? They went there. Maybe you should try some. Authorize it yourself. Come on, suck it in. What? This is your first time? You're such a noob. I'll get in trouble if Mom knows you guys are smoking leaves brought from outside. My mother doesn't like me smoking either. These things are fun because your mom won't know a thing about it. Come on, man, take a drag, then I'll forgive you for disrespecting me. And this is where we come in. That's them. Those are the troublemakers. Let's do some fisticuffs. Let's do some fisticuffs. Why not? A trio of fools like you'd find in any inn. Who are you? Go and kick their butt, your highness. I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure he certainly will not do that. I don't think I need to dirty my hands on little fish like these guys. Maybe this is a job for the guards. Your highness, you're not going to chicken out now, are you? Highness? A prince? You look like you'd drop money if I hit you. I think I'll call you Mr. Treasure Goblin. Hey now, he's a prince. You should hold X to pay your respects. If he's still alive. They also went there. Yes, they did. How dare you talk to me like that? Oh, he's very upset. Noah, why is our store so noisy? Mom. It's you people again. If you're going to keep making trouble, I will ban you from the store. I don't have to come to this crappy hole. Shut up. This is the only inn in the entire kingdom. We're done. We were just having a laugh, you know. Boys will be boys, ha. Yeah, we're buddies. Smile. I told you to smile, man. Yeah. Noah, go inside and put away the groceries. I've heard so much about you. The handsome one must be the prince, right? I am innkeeper Sook, innkeep of the only inn in the Sultanate of Rum. I almost didn't understand what I was saying there for a second. Madam, you are breathtaking. It's always such a pleasure when I can say such things and be honest. Oh, you're spoiling me. Please stop by any time. We've got hot water and cozy beds ready all the time. Alright, so let us select, who do we want to fight? Fight the infantry? Fight the cavalry? Your troops don't need you, okay, yeah. Let's, shall we fight the archers or the infantry? Hard to lose against them, easy for you. Hard to lose against them, okay. Sure, let's go for the archers, why not? You want to mess with me? I'll stick you a new nose hole. Okay, so we're going to take on the archers. I actually, you know, the first time that I did this, I thought to myself, there's no way that there's going to be different people that you can attack, but apparently there is. Okay, so we have 6 months to defeat them, and hopefully we're going to be able to do that. Do I have any more research points? I have 17. That's really not going to be enough. Can I go to the mosque? No, I can't go to the mosque. As you can see, I've already done one action here. Can I do the policing thing yet? No, I need to do end turn and go to the next one. And I don't personally think that anything's really going to happen with most of the other factions right now. I think most people are going to be doing economic stuff, building up, and indeed harboring assassins, as you can no doubt see by the Assassins HQ. Someone actually mentioned that in the chat, and I was like, oh, Assassins HQ? Okay. That's good. Yeah, they're going to be aiming for my head very soon. Okay, so let's do it. Alright, so this is our first battle. As you can see, we quite overwhelmingly outnumber the opponent in terms of our combat strength, but that doesn't mean that we're going to be having an easy time. Have you ever been in a battle? Of course. The time has come to unleash my cursed right hand. Well, be patient, righty. The battle hasn't even begun yet. I see. So you know nothing about tactics. Basically, you use these buttons to command your troops. Battle out in the open is a straightforward struggle between sides. In this kind of fight, the power relationships between different troop types can predict who will win. Oh, whatever, types don't work on me. All troops forward. Or you could run headfirst at the laws of nature. Also, there aren't anything like voice commands here. Click here to go forward. You completed the switch rows research. Yes, exactly. This is the reason why we wanted to get that. So you can change the position. Okay, so we're going to move forward here. Behold, a blue bird, a sign of luck. This is a divine omen of my victory. So, yeah, you can send out messenger pigeons, and it will take them a little bit of time to get to your troops. So, anticipation of what the opponent is going to do is quite important when giving orders. The bird is a trained messenger carrying your commands. These birds will relay any message as long as it's 140 characters or shorter. Yes, they went there too. They did. Yes. I don't need that much. Anyway, I see it takes a while for the bird to get there, so I should make predictions ahead of time when I send the message. Okay, so, as you can see, we're going to be doing some battles. We're going to be doing some battles against this guy. and hopefully we're not going to be taking too much damage. Now, I am going to be keeping my eye on switching. So, infantry class in the front, archer class in the back. That's a simple formation, but still a hard one to beat. A hard one to beat. Alright. There's nothing I can't beat. There must be a way to do it. You can beat it by charging cavalry class into the archer class at the rear, or respond with your own ranged attacks, or rush the infantry class to melt them away. Well, that's a lot of ways to counter the archer class. Yes, unfortunately, I actually don't have any archers right now, as far as I'm aware. I only have infantry, so that's why having the switch 1-2 research is very important. And to speed up combat, you can press and hold the control key, or you can press this button right here, which is also bound to E, so it's very, very, very convenient. Is there a God mode button? Enter IDDQD to unlock invincibility and turn your eyes to gold. I'm pretty sure that's a reference to something, but it escapes me. It escapes me what that reference is to. Anyway, really? Of course not. Alright, so thankfully we're almost done with the first group. I'm going to be sending my pigeon off, and they're going to be switching. As you can see, they switch their positions, and then our full strength party can go out the front, while our back lines can heal up just a little bit. And that is what we're going to continue doing until the end of the fight. So let's just speed things up a little bit here. And your front line is taking a beating. You should give them a breather. The red part of the bar under each troop is the injury gauge. This will gradually recover while the troop is not under attack at the front or engaged in combat. Do I need to do that? This is going just fine. Let's just finish quickly. Spoken like somebody standing in the back. Let's see, what would Sultan say if you lost half your soldiers? Maybe something like, I knew he was good for nothing. Yes, of course, rest is important. So allow them to fall back and get some. Alright, so we're just going to do that. There you go. And now we're going to be chasing the archers all the way back to their base. And we're then going to be swapping them out yet again in just a second. There we go. And that is indeed a victory. Obviously, you don't need to play the battle at full speed if you don't want to, but, you know, it's just a very preliminary fight, so decently simple. And as you can see, we're gaining a good amount of experience right here. And there you go. Oh yeah, am I a genius? No. Our casualties are significant. Genius might be an overstatement. Yes, I think it might. But still, I won, right? Time to check out the loot. Yes. Is there any loot? I don't think so. You think this is over? You picked the wrong fight. Okay, so the mission has now succeeded. I came, I saw, I conquered. You're going to use that line for the small fry. Everyone is equal to me. Really? I don't think so. I don't think he thinks that. Not one bit. Okay, so there you go. Then we just get a little bit of an overview. Obviously, nothing really much has changed. Having trouble finding your kingdom on the map? Just press the space bar to find your capital. Huh? Why did you say that? I felt a mysterious urge to offer advice. I wonder why that is. Yes, anyway. What game is this? This is Plebby Quest, the Crusades. It is set in an alternate history and is a turn-based strategy. You can check out, yes, as you can see from my mod there, you can check out the link in the description. And what happened to the Ravenfield series? Nothing actually. I just stopped playing it. I still like the game a lot. That's it. Nothing much else. Okay, so we got some wood, and we also defeated this, so we gain a diamond. I'm actually not sure what the diamond is going to be for. And the morale of our general is low, so we're going to have to do something about that. So resting is probably going to be something that we'll do at this point. Okay, so we have no more research points or anything like that, and we're going to end the turn. And then the resting will do its thing, and hopefully the interlopers, or the dissenters, or whatever you want to call them, the ruffians, they will be disappearing from the map relatively soon. Hopefully. There we go. Alright. Have you noticed pressing the control key any time will speed up the game? So yeah, if you actually are a very quick person, and you're not like me, then you can obviously use the left control. There you go. Really, in that case, control key. Forward me to when the nagging ends. Ah, yes, hilarious. Okay, so, yeah. Now, what is a good thing to do here? Well, train our troops. As you could no doubt tell from the battle, we actually leveled them up. So we are going to go to the barracks, and we are going to level them up. There we go. You can't have more troops yet, but once you can, yes, we're going to be doing that. We're making some elite troops. There we are. We're going to make them into spearmen. So they're going to be really good against cavalry if we turn them into spearmen at this point. You will be a whole new troop by the time we return to the general. Were you born a weakling, or did you have to work to get this way? Says Instructor Bitbang. They say failure is the mother of success. How many mothers can you need? Adversity makes men stronger. And there you go. So he's basically the drill sergeant of our kingdom, and he will basically yell at them until they level up. And there you go. Your new name is Spearman. There we go. All right. And then we're going to do the same thing to the other guys. If I can. I have no sugar. Are you serious? I don't have any sugar. Okay. Apparently I don't have any sugar. I'm going to need some more sugar. So where do I get the sugar? Where is it? Where is the sugar? I don't know. But we're going to... I'm not ready for this yet. Have no fear. I'm always ready. Yeah, I'm not ready for that yet because I need to get tier 2. So where do I get more sugar from? That's the point. Let me see. Is useful for men. You can get sugar from a city that produces it, trade with other kingdoms or merchants. Actually wondering whether I can trade. Projected income, state of the kingdom. I can't trade right now, I don't think. Okay, well, I guess what I'm going to do then is I will indeed go to the mosque and we'll try to get some more research points. It is said that everything you do in the mosque has something to do with God. Pray to God and prove your faith. Okay, yes, okay, very good. And it's as dark as a demon's den in here. Oh, well. Okay, so I think what I'd like to do... will you donate to the relief funds? Will you pray? Are you looking for a book? I would actually like to get some research, to be honest. There we go. Let's try and do that. What country am I playing as? This is actually an alternate history, and the country is known. Well, I think the nation, shall we say, is known as the Sultanate of Rum. So it is very much not obviously historically accurate, unless it is. Is it? No, I don't think so. But anyway, let's see if I can do something here. We're going to match those. Match this. Ooh, I'm not going to really be able to get that many research points at this point. We got pretty unlucky with the amount of colors that we had here. We just had blue, which is kind of bad. There's more, but this is enough for today, and we only get 10 research points. So you can see there that there is a little bit of, shall we say, randomness to it. Let's see if we can go into the research tree now. Okay, yeah, so I basically don't even have enough. I have 27. Of course I do. Of course I do. Now, I would like to get something like this, potentially. The more they like our kingdom, the more allies we will have. That's pretty good. We also have a number of other things here, like you can light more candles, and you can make gold, and there is a pretty... Yeah, I mean, as you can quite clearly tell, there's a very significant research tree behind this wall here, but I believe that's not actually accessible just yet. And you can also get tier 3 troops. Wow. Okay, that's pretty impressive. All right. So let me close this, and we will go on to the next turn. There's new troops here as well, by the way. So if you want to get new troops, then you can, of course, do that. You're going to need to pay, though, because obviously, you know, they're kind of, you know, they need to be paid to get in. So let's end the turn. Hello to those of you in the chat. Hello. I hope you're enjoying Plebby Quest. And if you are, then obviously there's a link in the description if you'd like to check it out. Otherwise... Oh, diplomatic talks. Oh, no. The king of this dynasty, which I'm not going to try to pronounce, in the flesh. He's very golden, isn't he? I've got scalding hot tea and the driest of breads ready just for you. Thanks, but I'll have to decline. I just had a full meal. Now, hospitality is a tradition of my kingdom. Oh, we're playing negotiator right now by the looks of things. How about some pork kebabs, straight from my left hand? Haha, then should I receive it with my left as well? I hear you managed to steal the prince away from the great Seljuk Empire. You're not planning to make him sultan without the agreement of the Seljuk brother nations, are you? Is there a problem with a father wanting to see his son? Regrettably so, in times like these. Great Seljuk Empire is angry. They will not let this slide. There are talks about sanctions. Ooh. With the Sultanate of Rum in my hand, I may not have a full house, but I can manage at least a 2-pair. They're talking poker. Our kingdom will not bow to those petty threats. Bold words, but is it really the best time to quarrel with your brothers when you are still in conflict with the Byzantine Empire? Yes, again. You took your old capital, Nicaea, didn't they? Your pride will never let you broker peace with them. I was going to say priests, but no. Amidst all this, do you really want to turn your back on your brothers? Maybe all my enemies should get together and have a party. And I'm thinking that you'd be the party host, most likely. Calm down now. I'm here to help. Give us Ankara, and we will smooth things over with the great Seljuk Empire. Then your soldiers can wield spades instead of weapons, and your citizens can sing songs of peace. Oh, it did actually exist. Thank you. Thank you, person. Thank you, Bjorn. Person in the chat. Giving us some knowledge right there. There will be a VOD after the stream is done, so if you'd like to check out what happened in Siege Survival Gloria Victis, then you can indeed do that. It will be available to watch it again and again, me running away from that guy that wanted to murder us. Anyway, then your soldiers can wield spades, yes, as I said before. That is an excellent idea. And not only that, if you want to pursue revenge against the Byzantine Empire, we would be glad to support you. Can I get that offer without the horrible part where you take a chunk of the Sultanate of Rum? That pale face. You don't have much time left, do you? Why? Are you planning to write a memorial poem for me? I've heard that this may be your last winter. Isn't that why you stole away the prince? Think about what will happen to that delicate prince if he doesn't have any ally in the battlefield of power. Siblings, relatives, established generals, how many of them would aim for the throne to replace a green young sultan? As by tradition, great Seljuk Empire will try to choose a new sultan after discussing with its brothers. What do you think our choice will be? Give me Ankara and I will treat your prince like my own little boy. With our support, the prince can become a real sultan. Yes, I believe rum is a drink. It's yar matey, you know, the pirates are known for that. Isn't it Pirates Day today? I think it might be Pirates Day, or yesterday. I think it's Pirates Day today, actually. So, yeah, that is actually quite fitting, isn't it? Just sign here and you can relax and return to warm tea and soft bread. Maybe soak in a nice hot bath afterwards. An offer too good to refuse. A return to the table. You may have Ankara. When you take it from my cold, dead hands. Delicate green, treat like your own little boy. He is my son, and the blood of Suleiman flows through his veins. Do you think that he will ever need your meager support or approval? Oh, he's shaking. He's shaking in his boots, or he's shaking with anger. Either one. Either one. They're pretty different on the scale there. Oh my. I guess I'll be seeing you in a battlefield soon, if you're still alive by then. Yeah, the game does actually seem super interesting, right? And, yeah, it is on Steam. There's a link in the description. Okay, so, yeah, let's continue onward. He's obviously really annoyed at us right now. It's too soon. I have a bad feeling about this. So the relations between us and this dynasty have now deteriorated. And I assume that they are our neighbors. They probably are our neighbors relatively close by. If you click this Govern Territory button, oh, it's all the way at the top there, or roll the mouse wheel, as you can see right here, you get this kingdom map. Why don't you take a look at the surrounding kingdoms and learn a little bit about them? Blah, blah, blah. The first thing I would be doing as a sultan is firing you. I'm sure. Alright, there is the Byzantine Empire. Considers you a trivial matter. Nice. I like that. I like people... wants to be equal with you? Oh, that's nice. Has no interest in you at all. Okay, so wait a minute. Where is that guy? Where is that... there they are. Does not fear you. Okay, that might actually be the most terrifying of all, to be honest. Okay, so, Can I click on them or no? Okay, apparently I can't click on them or anything. I can just hover over them and then they give me a very informational tooltip, and that is perfectly fine. But yeah, you can see here there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 15, 16 factions. 15, I guess, because we are the 15th. So I would assume that, yeah, we are the one in the back, so to speak. Okay, where's the trading? I'd like to... oh, there's actually a quick save button. Let me press that. There we go. I like the quick save button. Okay, turn the camera to your kingdom. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so I would like to trade, to be honest. I would love to trade because we do want to get some more sugar. Shall we go... Can we go to the inn? I mean, we can't police this yet, you see. Please stop this, Your Highness. You're not ready. Ah, yes, of course. Okay, so we could go into the inn, give your troops a rest. I think we'll go to the mosque actually again, because I'd like to get some more research if at all possible. Can I get sugar from anywhere else, though? That's the point. Okay, let's do this. Okay, this is perfect. Absolutely. Great. Give me some more blues. Oh, it actually matches horizontally as well? That's very cool. Okay, so now we have 19 research points. That's nice. Okay, so let's try this. Hopefully there's going to be another blue one on top. That's not going to work. Yeah. Oh well. Never mind. 19 is pretty decent. That's alright. I don't really mind that too much. Okay, so let's go and get some stuff. Okay, so what are we going to do? So we can retreat here. So basically what you're going to need to do is if you want this, you're going to need to unlock both of these research projects. The ability to position your troops precisely is crucial for victory. You can command your troops to move forward 1 or back 1 in combat. However, I think we probably want to go for something a little bit different here. Produce and sell shisha from the mosque in exchange for gold. That might actually be kind of good. There's also an explorer here. And what is this? You can host wandering generals at the inn. Okay, I'm going to go and expand the mosque altar, I think. That's probably going to be a little better. We're going to do that next time when we go to the mosque, because I think... I mean, that's the thing. If we can do this, that's going to give me 40 research points. So... That's good, no? I think that's going to be something quite good. I love all your gameplays. You've actually gotten me into a lot of games, and for that, I thank you. Thank you very much. I'm very pleased that that actually is the case, because I do play quite a wide variety of different things, and try to bring variety to the channel. And hopefully, some of those are going to be things that will interest some of you, and you might very well enjoy that. So thank you for that. That definitely means a lot. Thank you very much. Okay, so, we're apparently talking to our father here now. Why are you still loitering around here, leaving those armed rabble to roam free? I'm just taking my Sabbath rest. I'll take care of it soon. I don't think today is Friday, though. I decided there should be more Sabbaths, 3 a week. I see you learned laziness on top of foolishness in Mosul. I'm planning to spread my personal tradition to all of Anatolia. Of course, it will be passed down to your grandchildren as family tradition. Oh, yes, his father is just done, isn't he? War is coming, and winter too. Pagans again? You should let the gods take care of these things. The enemy is that dynasty to the north. Wait, it's not the Byzantine Empire? That doesn't fit with what I know. How can brothers in faith go to war? A delicate greenhorn boy might look like prey to his brothers. I'm sure you can't be talking about me. I didn't make this happen, so why are you talking to me like that? Regrettably, it has everything to do with you. I can only hope that you aren't as simple and lazy as you look. Harsh. Your wish is already fulfilled. Everyone knows I went to Mosul for the best education. Anyway, what do you mean it has to do with me? Improve relations with the Byzantine Empire. We don't want to be hit from behind in the middle of a war. You've got the right man for the job. Making friends is my speciality. There are 3 keys to becoming real BFFs: gold, shisha, and a harem. I'm going to need to borrow your harem. Where's it at? I'm sure he's only going to borrow it for this reason. Yes, and nothing else. I needed to play Love and Peace with my new buddies. Oh yes, I'm sure. Maybe I should just pray for the war to end before the enemy finds out about the prince being a fool. Just leave me now. Wait for me, my new pagan friends. Here I come. Ha-ha. Ah yes. Lovely, lovely. Oh dear. Okay, you received orders from the Sultan. Diplomacy official unlocked. Very nice. Okay, so the quest has now begun. Ooh, begin trade with the Byzantine. Ooh, yes, that's wonderful. That means that we can get some sugar. That is very good. War and peace begins. It is possible that this may become a series. It really just depends on interest, really. If you want to see it on large, you know, en masse, then yeah, absolutely. Perfectly happy to do that. No problem at all. I find it actually very fun. And I like learning more and more about the game as we go through it as well, because there are just so many different things to consider, and you can only take one action per turn, so it does have that deeper level of strategy that is not immediately apparent, and I like that a lot about it. Anyway, finally, I have diplomatic authority, and they spelt it like that, indeed. So he definitely wanted to say it like that. I'll show them all what I can do. Do you see this new diplomacy official on the lower right? Oh, diplomacy official. I command you to improve relations with the Byzantine Empire until we can trade with them. That would be your job. Select the diplomacy official and it will open a diplomacy window. Oh yes. Now this is good. This is very good. I want to get some sugar. Please give me sugar. I would like sugar. Very, very badly, actually. Our Sultanate of Rum is marked with the big flag on the map. You can select diplomacy targets from the map. Icons show the relationships between your selected kingdom and others. You should pay attention to those. So in other words, as you can see right here, you have cordial, favorable, neutral, wary, and hostile. Those are all the different, well, I guess, relation types that you're going to have with your potential neighbors. After you select a kingdom, choose a function from the menu on the left. So you can do liaison, ambassador, you can give a gift of something. I could give a diamond, actually. That seems like a diamond. Might be an idea. To check your status with the selected kingdom, look at the gauge on the top. Aha, so they also give you a gauge. So even if you don't want to, yeah, so you can actually tell that very, very quickly. Wait, you're going too fast. So how do I improve relation with the other country even? You can earn diplomacy points slowly through diplomatic operations at a small monthly cost, or you can send an expensive gift to quickly earn their favor. Alright, so I need more diplomacy points to trade. How do I get that? Aha. Well, that's how we get it, I would assume. So we're going to get times 6, which is going to get me to around about here, which is actually quite nice. So I should be able to trade. So I'm actually going to give them a gift. If you take this, we'll be friends now, alright? Haha. There we go. Okay, so it's actually improved, and I believe we can now trade, amazingly enough. So I am... Okay, so wait a minute. Propose trade. There we go. I think we're close enough. Do you want to trade? And they're saying yes to that. So we receive trade income every 3 months. Okay, but what are we actually getting? It seems like we're getting more war horses and more wheat, and you also gain trade income as well. Okay, that's pretty good. We probably want to make an alliance with them as well, don't we? So, shall we send an ambassador? The larger one costs 60 gold or 60 coins, and 15% of city income. Whoa, that's actually insane. The difference in this is insane. So the liaison is really, really cheap in comparison. It's 10 only, and the ambassador is 60. I'm going to do that, actually. I really want to do that because I would like to get an alliance as soon as possible. Isn't it stuffy? How can you live at one place for your entire life? Well, I don't actually... Did I just do... Did anything happen there? Oh, wait a minute. I actually selected the wrong thing right there. Okay, there we go. That is who we want to send the ambassador to. I think we've already done that. Maybe. Not entirely sure. Okay, well, that is perfectly fine. We have an income of only 69 now. Haha, 69, yeah, okay. We went there. Let's not do that. And otherwise, begin trade with the Byzantine Empire. Yes, I believe we have already done that, so that's good. You can make a character for troop by awarding some medals several times. There's also that. Okay, so let's go to the mosque and we will light some candles. There we go, we've got 2 candles now. Ah, there we go, fantastic. Okay, so let's do this. Your generosity will help save children. We offer small prizes for participation. Let's see, it's been a while since I've done this. Ah, okay, we actually get a prize. Okay, we get a prize, apparently. I have never done this before, so this is going to be interesting. Spin a coin to choose a prize. Spin another for a bonus, I think it was. It's a little complicated. Let's just try it, shall we? Alright, let's see how it goes. Do I have to... Oh, I actually have to press them. Oh. Are you... Oh no, are you serious? Oh, did I do something right or did I do something wrong? I'm actually not sure, to be honest. It seemed to flash red, so that kind of gave me the indication that that was maybe not the best idea, potentially. Anyway, congratulations, you win a special prize. It's a random object of some kind. Infantry. Okay, well, infantry is actually kind of good once we level our general up. And the next step is to spin a coin for the bonus. Okay, let's do it. Oh, I did it better this time. Do you know what a cherry picker is? Not entirely sure, but we got 10 gold from that. Oh no, we used 10 gold and then we gained a little bit of infantry. Oh, okay. Well, that is perfectly fine with me. Okay, that seems good. That seems fine. We've got 16 research. Diplomacy's working for us. Let's end the turn and see what happens. Maybe our little ambassador is going to do something, if I've even been able to do that. I might not be able to do so much ambassadoring at the same time. That might very well be the case. Alright, so we have to maintain this for 6 months. That's actually the quest. Okay, good to know. Why are you looking at me like that? Don't you want to teach me something? No, I'm all good. No new tasks for me. The downfalls of rote education. Take some initiative. You're old enough to figure things out on your own, and you wonder why the Sultan wants me on your back. Oh, hush. I'll do things my way this month. Ooh, okay. Oh, big words, big words. You probably don't want to be speaking like that, especially when I'm in control, sir. That's not going to work out too well for you. All right. How about doing it my way? Where can I find information about other kings' hobbies or dating preferences? No, no, no. Having diplomatic authority means you represent the kingdom. Please try not to ruin our kingdom's reputation. All right. I do have the most perfect face to represent a nation. If only the other representatives coming to this table were as carefree as your highness. Which kingdom are we interested in? Well, let's see now. Well, we're doing pretty well in terms of the relationship with the Byzantines, so maybe we want to talk to the kingdom of Armenia, potentially. Okay, let's have a look. We can send an ambassador to them, can't we? I think we've already done that once, actually. So maybe a liaison, maybe we want to give them a gift. We do have a trade income estimate is about this, which is not that good. But I would like to be able to increase our relationship with them. So maybe the liaison is going to be good. Yeah, that seems good to me. Oh, we would actually be able to figure out some more stuff about them as well. Can we do that somehow? How do we do that? Apparently I'm actually not sure how to do that, to be honest. I mean, we could declare war. Yeah, let's not declare war against them, shall we? Yes. I think if you want to check out where this actually takes place, you can actually zoom out here so you can see kind of the general geography of everything, but generally the Steam store page linked in the description will tell you more than I can. It just has everything there. Absolutely everything. Okay, so... Okay, so I am actually not sure where to go now and what to do. So send this general into battle to attack an enemy city or defend a friendly city. Okay, so we're going. Can we not do that yet? We can't do that yet because we need to be basically ready. So we could go to the inn, I suppose. Okay, so let's do some damage against the infantry. There we go. Let's go into another battle. Okay, we're going to fight the infantry. So last time we fought the archers, And now we're going to be fighting the infantry. This is going to be, yeah, I'm going to say a little bit harder, because the infantry are going to have the same capabilities that we do, and they probably will have the same combat strength that we do as well. And that is, of course, going to make a bit of a, it's going to make it a bit difficult. So we'll see. Alright, let's do this. Although, we do have some spearmen now, don't we? Oh yeah, the spearmen actually make a huge difference. Instead of them just being random infantry, they're actually spearmen too. Okay, so let's send them. Infantry class troops can hold a firm front line and stop the charges of cavalry class. Okay, so infantry class wins against cavalry class. Not win, defend against. Infantry class holds the ground through large numbers and high defense stats, but they can't inflict a lot of damage to the cavalry class. So, infantry class is like a mobile sandbag. I guess. If you want to put it that way, I guess. Sure. Okay, so we do have some people in the back there that we definitely want to take care of, but unfortunately we can't do anything about them just yet. But we should be absolutely fine to speed this up. I'm going to be a bit careful about switching. Yes, I know. We should switch them out. Thank you. I was just about to switch them out. Thank you very much, Aticia. Yes. Okay, so we're taking more damage here. Let's switch them out once again. Yeah, look at that. The strategy is working. The strategy is working very slightly. There we go. Fantastic. Yeah, that's actually the point, Noah. I believe that what will probably happen is once you've unlocked additional troop types and additional generals, you'll be able to utilize more strategies. So, for example, we just have infantry right now, because obviously Mr. Arslan here, Arslan II, is an infantry-focused specialist general. And so, you know, infantry generally tend to level up much better with him. And they tend to be, well, just overall leveling faster, performing better, and so on. But other generals, they're going to have cavalry, they're going to have archers, and you can utilize different strategies as a result, as well as, of course, unlock additional tactical options too. Ah, yes. Indeed. Indeed, spies. Very true. Yeah. I actually wonder whether you have the ability to research that. Maybe you do. That would be pretty cool to find out, actually. Maybe I'll take a look at the research tree in just a second. Diplomacy, administration, loans. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Okay, so this is okay. We could go to the inn if we want to. I think we need to rest, though, don't we? It's going to cost 1 sugar to rest, which I'm not a big fan of, to be honest. But we do need to get our... there's another 10 sugar. Fantastic. Okay, so that's great. That means I can now level up my troops. But I think I've already done an action this turn. Can I do it? Oh, I can actually do it. Oh, okay, that's great. I actually did not realize that. I thought that you had to wait until your general was capable of performing an action to be able to upgrade your troops, but apparently you can do that independently of how your general is. So that's actually very nice. Alright, so they're doing very nicely. Our spearmen that we leveled up beforehand have 130 out of 150 experience, so they are going to be very damaging once they level up. And I'm looking forward to that. You finally tiered up your troops. How do you like it? I thought they would be more special. But aren't real soldiers so much better than imaginary killing machines? Wake up, slumbering hero. You're right. Let's go find a monster to take down. Now that you're ready, I will let you go on policing. Yes, finally we're ready to do that. Finally, let's clear those armed rabble. Rules of engagement begins, and Full Metal Jacket has been succeeded. Fantastic. So now... once we are, oh dear, these guys are wary of us, and these guys are also wary of us, we might have to do a little bit of schmoozing to, you know, hopefully prevent them from declaring war against us. That's pretty much it. And, oh yes, I actually didn't want to go here. I want to go to my research tree, because we now have a huge amount of research points. We've got 56, so we should be able to do something rather nice here. Oh, a sea route. You are now able to attack by sea routes, building a port to expand the border over sea. So you could potentially do that if you wanted to, and you can also accommodate various Italian merchants. You can also see there's a black market here as well, so maybe that's something that you were talking about in the chat just now. I mean, obviously, there's not really a spy... Ooh, council espionage? You can use threaten, bribe, and incite in God's name at the council. So there is definitely something there that you can indeed spec into with your research points, which would maybe give you a little bit more depth in regards to subterfuge and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm actually not sure what to go for here. A system of medals. You can award medals in the barracks. Oh yes, I like the sound of that. I like giving medals to people. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Can I actually go into the barracks right now? Yes, look at that. I can actually give them medals. You can award medals. Okay, so what can I actually give? Aha, this is about honor, not money. There are things the material cannot satisfy. Anyways, let me know if you need any medals to give out. I'll get you a good deal. Okay, so we have some medals here. Total security. Staff Officer Aaron reporting for duty. Who would you like to see? I just want to talk about medals, actually. Can I give them anything? I'm actually this guy. There we go. Okay, so now, then you can select medals, and then you can do reinforcement. Okay, so it awards the Medal of Reinforcement to the troop. I don't know what this does. I really don't know what this does, but we're going to do it. Max troop HP boosted by 80. That's actually pretty good. That is actually not bad, but giving them a crossbow would be... they can't benefit from that, unfortunately. Oh, wow, you need to complete a whole bunch of stuff to be able to give them other things. Okay, wait a minute. Let me see if I can do this. No! Okay, I did it wrong. Okay. It's a medal, just a medal, like many others. Oh, okay, so that has increased their HP by a little bit. I mean, as you can see, it's not that much, but it is going to give us a little bit of an edge over the opponent, I suppose. So I don't think that's too bad. Alright, let's end the turn and go onward another month and see what happens. Well, obviously we're going to have the ability to police now, so we can get rid of the rabble outside Iconium, which will hopefully increase our tax income. Ooh. Say that again. War with the dynasty is an opportunity for the prince to develop himself. Grant him the authority so that he may rise to fit his role. And what is he doing right now? I think it's better if you didn't know about it. But still, if you put your faith in him just one more time, I just can't bring myself to trust him. You will have to cross that bridge someday, or fall off that bridge and drown. If only he showed me something I could believe in. Well, it's true that His Highness can be a bit... I don't know which side of the family he got it from. Yes, and he leaves his socks everywhere. Do you think he'll manage to make it to my age? That might be difficult. Should I try to believe in him just once more? Well, I don't think there's much difference between being fooled 10 or 11 times. Hilarious. What did the prince do exactly? Apparently he is, he's kind of lazy. He doesn't really work hard. He's a bit of a womanizer, and he generally is a bit of a playboy kind of character personality, so he just generally runs around doing whatever he wants, and he's extremely inept. So obviously Masood the First here is very disappointed because he would like an heir that he can have confidence in to take over his kingship. And that's, I get, yeah, that kind of thing, I suppose. Alright, so that's it, Aticia. I can believe in you. I grant you administrative authority. Support the prince with your life. My life? I'm counting on you to pull him into shape. This is an order from your sultan. Administration orders are now, actions even, are now available. You can trade at the boot camp and you can use loans. Fantastic. Okay, so we gain a sultan's gift as well. We're getting a whole bunch of stuff. What? What is Aticia doing down there? I felt it was time for me to return to my duties. Does that mean I'm free from your nagging? Not a chance. Sultan granted me administration authority. Now you can purchase troops or take loans. Okay, so we actually have permission from the Sultan to be able to do that now, so that's pretty cool. Here is some gold from the Sultan. Please use it to purchase a troop and assign it to my army. Oh, look at that. She's actually going to be one of our generals. That's very cool. I refuse. That's, well, really? Come on now. Come on now. We got some horses, and we got some gold, and all that wonderful stuff. Okay, so, chat, you definitely want to see the free play, right? You definitely want to see the free play. So we're just going to save right here. There we go. And we are going to go to the main menu right now, because I'd like to show you the free play options so we can actually see whether indeed we can play as the assassins. I think that would be pretty cool if we could. But let's have a look, shall we? Alright, new game, free play mode. And these are what you... Oh, okay, so look, there's maps. There's huge amounts of maps. So there's Middle East, West Mediterranean. As you can see, there's like... Wow, this is actually kind of crazy. Europe, Mediterranean, and world. You can literally play the entire world if you want to, which is actually quite crazy. The amount of... yeah, they are... Yeah, as far as I'm aware, they are definitely still developing. They are still developing the game. Baldwin the Fourth. You can see there's a difficulty level as well associated with it due to the stars. Where do we want to go? Where do we want to go? Conquer all the cities. Conquer all the cities. Let's actually start and see what actually happens here, because I've never done the free play. I've always done the scenarios, and whoa, we gain a huge amount of stuff. Wow, look at that. That's pretty crazy. So we are rich from control over resource production sites. Many kingdoms fear us as well. Wow. That is wow, look, oh my, okay, yeah, so there are so many different options right here, and do bear in mind, actually, that you will probably be able to create an alliance with the assassins, so there's also that option. Anyway, now that I've shown you a little bit of the free play, and you can see that there's even England in there, I'm thinking that this is going to be the end of this stream, and don't worry, if you have missed anything, there's going to be a VOD coming up after the stream ends. And, well, who knows? If you want to see another stream sometime soon, then, well, I might be able to provide that. I thank you very much for joining me today, tonight, today, wherever you are, you know, whatever your time zone is. And I'll see you next time.